What is up, little demons and demonettes? Welcome back to the Devil's Hour Talk Show podcast. The podcast where shit somehow still goes wrong. But in all seriousness, I had a good day today. Wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Weather is pleasant. If you call 94 fucking degrees pleasant. But otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty good day. Fairly nice. Nothing too bad. You know. And for those of you on YouTube, I will be gone next week on Tuesday. So, not next week, this week. This week, I will be gone on Tuesday. So, there will be a lot of videos missed. But for the camping trip, I will actually record like a little vlog getting out there and stuff like that for you guys so that you can see my trip and all I had to offer. And I hope before that I could actually get my freaking Spotify premium set up so I can listen to music during the trip. Uh, anyway, uh, yeah, it's a pretty good day. You know, nothing too bad. Weather's great. Traffic still fucking sucks. Nobody knows how to drive. It's always a nightmare. Nobody can figure out how to operate an automobile. It's like, why are you on the road anyway? What the fuck are you doing? Who gave you a license? Who gave you a license to drive? Excuse me. Because I sure as hell didn't. And whoever did is the biggest idiot in the history of idiots. So whoever decided that you should have a driver's license was obviously blind, deaf, and dumb when you took the driver's test. Because if they allowed you on the road, and I'm talking about most 12-year-olds who have a driver's license at this point, who think they could just hotshot around and the law doesn't apply to them. But the law applies to everybody. We all know this. The law applies to everybody. Not just to the fucking degenerate adults who actually deserve driver's licenses. We are all degenerates here. And it seems like all these hotshot 12-year-olds think just because they have a driver's license, they have the power. No, you don't have the power. The only thing you have is a Chevy Camaro and a mullet. I mean, I ain't speaking for all teenagers here, I'm just saying. Most of you have a Chevy Camaro, a mullet, and you think you're above the law, and you're not. The only one who's actually a little bit above the law is the president, because the president can make up laws. Like, the president could legalize Coca-Cola if he wanted to. He could legalize that stuff. He could legalize water. Don't know how. Water's a natural source, but he could still find a way to legalize it. He could he could create poverty. I'm talking about you, Biden. Talk about your dumbass. Uh, yeah. And then you got the people, and then it's just, everything still basically sucks in this world, and we ain't getting out of it anytime soon. We try to get out of it, but it's a fucking nightmare. You know, you can't handle the responsibility yourself when all this shit's happening in the world around you, and you can't tell that what you're doing is not the point no more. It's like it's you know what? All I gotta say is, whenever I want to walk out my front door, sometimes I think I'd rather, you know what? Whenever I feel like I want to step out of my house, I'm like, no, thank you. I'd rather get kicked in the nuts than step out my own front door. And it's like, oh my God, you know. There's a whole hell of a lot going on in society and not enough people to control it. There's enough people to control the government, which is the shithead they let in the White House named Joe Biden. At least Obama was a better president than Biden or Trump. And you know what? They recently just had that debate between Biden and Trump, which I never watched because I didn't give two shits about it. Because, honestly, fuck them both. But otherwise, um, we live in a country where everything is just on the brink of, well, it's not on the brink of fucked up, it is fucked up. We try and get past it, but we know there's no possible way. We know no matter which turn we take, wherever we go, we are screwed, and there is nothing we can do about it. That's like that's like kicking Grimace in the nuts and calling it a Grimace shake. Honestly, that's like a new movie coming out about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. Speaking of which, I think that match was pushed back all the way to fucking August. I mean, god damn it. God damn it. You keep doing this. We're just trying to see a good fight. We're trying to see the shit get out of we're trying to see the shit get beat out of Jake Paul for being such a cocky douchebag. And yet you can't even let us see a fight? Like, my god. You have to, well, I understand Mike Tyson's health issues, but still. It's like, God, I just want to watch Jake Paul eat his own fucking words. In the form of Mike Tyson's fist. But, yeah. It's all just a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit. We know it. And we just sit there. We sit there and take it. This is welcome to Biden's America, motherfuckers. You have stepped into the most horrible place on earth. God damn it, I'm running out of water. You know what you stepped into? You want to know what the hell you stepped into? You stepped into hell. We are in hell. Um, but yeah, yeah, you know, the world's a fucking nightmare. We're forced to live in it. We are forced to live in it. It's like we're forced at gunpoint. There's no point, There's no point to just There's no justification. There's no justification to the system. There's absolutely none. Yet you're trying to claim there is. When there is absolutely no justification. And we're all just sitting here with our thumbs in our asses, scratching our heads, being like, well, gotta listen to Mr. Biden. That's the rule of the universe. What? America? Not all of America. Most of America, Biden and Trump supporters, you are all animals. You are all slaves to the president. And you just can't see it. You just can't see it. Like, goddamn, man. I'm just trying to live my life. Yet the only thing you're doing is probably gonna leave a bag of shit on my front porch. Let me watch as you light it with that lighter. Because, like, fuck, man. You might as well light up a bag of shit on my porch. I'll watch it. I'll watch it burn, rather than sitting there watching the presidential debate. That's what I'd rather have happen. I would rather see a bag of shit being lit up on my front porch than watch the presidential debate. But seriously, man, it's a fucking nightmare. A real fucking nightmare. But anyway, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. We can't control our destiny. We can't see that the president is a huge dick. We can't see that he is actively dying. You never know, he might have fucking Crohn's disease. But we just look the other way. It's like, my God, make a decision. Make a decision. Do we want a dying man in the White House, or do we want a man who will actually be a good president for once? I would have much of, you know what? I would have much rather had Hillary Clinton in the White House than Trump in the first place. I don't care if I don't. I wouldn't have cared if Hillary Clinton tried to take away our gun laws. I would have just rather have had her in the White House instead of Trump. Like, my God, Trump just sat on the toilet, took the biggest shit, and that was America. He basically shat on America. He shat on America. Mm. But yeah, summer's going great. Football season is not back yet. Really hoping for that. Really hoping for football season so I can watch it and then talk more about it. I mean, maybe I should start watching more of those sports talk shows so I have something to really get behind and talk about on my podcast. But anyway, a lot of stupid shit just going on in the world, and we just sit there and look at it, take it, shove, and it's basically just shoved down our fucking throats at this point. It's shoved down our throats, and it's like, what the hell? That's like, hey, look at me. I'm the dickhead running America now. Gotta listen to my dumbass. And that's Biden in the White House. And this was Trump. You have to listen to me. I have millions and millions of dollars. Fuck you, Trump. Otherwise, um, you know, you know what sucks? It sucks that the Xbox 360 went out of style. It sucks, man. The Xbox 360 is nostalgic. It had some nostalgic games. Xbox One, Xbox users. You probably still have a 360 or two laying around your house. I mean, I know you probably got a few, well, not a few, but like one or two Xbox 360s laying around your house. Even one of the first Xboxes. You've probably got a classic Xbox laying around your house. Even PlayStation users, they gotta have some PS1s, PS2s, PS3s. They gotta they've gotta have every single motherfucking PlayStation that ever came out because you know they're gonna need it. You know they're gonna need a fucking PlayStation once in a while. I mean, some Xboxes, some people even have every one of the consoles. Some people have every Xbox and every PlayStation. How could you afford that? God knows you don't have insurance on them. God knows you don't have insurance on those fucking things. How are you paying for those? How in the hell are you paying for those consoles? Like, I know you ain't got insurance on that motherfucking Xbox. I also know that you ain't got insurance on that PlayStation. So you might as well just cough up the money right now. Like, my God. Personally, I like using an Xbox 360 or a PS3 because I'm that classic console guy. I like the classic consoles. Fuck all these modernized freaking PS5, Xbox Ones, even though I kind of want both of them because the PS5 looks awesome. I mean, but I like the classic consoles and stuff because of nostalgic games. Because of nostalgic games like Skate 3. I know it's backwards compatible on the Xbox One and you can download it onto a goddamn Xbox One, but I'd prefer to play it on the Xbox 360. You know why? Because the Xbox 360 just controls better. I have a better experience playing an Xbox 360 than I would playing an Xbox One. You know? Now I'm probably gonna have to think of the episode name and make this episode name something fucking console related. Because I'm way too into the video game talk now. I'm way too into the video game console talk to stop now. You know, they also need to bring back consoles like the NES, and they need to bring back a lot of classic Nintendo stuff. Like Nintendo DS's. Like I said, the Nintendo Entertainment System, the fucking Super Nintendo. They even need to bring back the Sega Genesis. Like, holy shit, we missed out on a lot of consoles. In my life, I have touched a Nintendo 3DS. Yes, I have had a Nintendo 3DS, but I have never once touched an NES or a fucking Sega Genesis. How am I supposed to get my fill of games on those bitches if I can't even touch them? You know, I'm trying. You know, and then you find them on eBay for you find them on eBay for too much money. You're like, oh yeah, $2,000. That's too much to spend on an old school Sega Genesis. Even though it's fair, even though those people are just trying to make money off of those old consoles still. If you want to play old Sega Genesis games, just buy the fucking console. Don't worry about the price of it. Just sit there and reminisce on your childhood if you would like. That's like taking Nickelodeon off of the air because iCarly said one bad word. That'd be like Sam and iCarly saying, "Hey, fuck you, Freddy," and then they just take Nickelodeon down. They just take all of Nickelodeon down. They take SpongeBob. They take fucking The Loud House. They take Full House. They take goddamn they take shows like that because iCarly said that one thing, and now you're going nuts about it. Oh my god! But iCarly never said any type of bad thing. But I'm just making an example because now all these old consoles are dead to us. You walk into a GameStop, now all you see is Xbox Ones piled up and PS5s. You can't find one Xbox 360 in a GameStop anymore. What happened to the days when you can walk into a GameStop and pick up an Xbox 360 and a PS3? Like, what happened when you could walk into a GameStop and pick both of those consoles up for, for you know, like $500 a piece? I mean, these days you can still find an Xbox 360 on Amazon for like $300-400. Nothing too bad. You could also find a PS3 for about the same. But and then you get into the eBay category where you look for an NES and a Sega Genesis, and then you're like, "Holy shit! They're selling that thing for $3,000. I can't believe that." You know, I just want to sit around and I just want to play classic Legend. I just want to play a Oh, and the Wii. I forgot to mention the Wii because I have played with the Wii. I have played with the Wii before, and those consoles they were amazing. Wii's are amazing. I love Wii. I love the Nintendo Wii. It's like God, what happened? It's like serious. That's just bringing me back to my point. What happened to the days when you had classic consoles like that, and now you're just sitting there wondering why you can't walk into a GameStop and be like, "Hi, can I pick up this Wii U?" And then you look around, there's a whole bunch of Xbox Ones and fucking PS5s. Now you can't find any of those consoles because fucking Gen Z needs their PS5 and Xbox One fix. And it's like, God, God help us. We can't take it. Even though we try, we can't take it. I need those classic consoles. Because I once played Monster Jam Path to Destruction on an Xbox 360. And, it's like, God. I mean, I would like to have an Xbox One just to try out Monster Jam Steel Titans and other new games and stuff like that. But it's like, Jesus Christ. I can't walk into a store and buy a Wii U anymore without the fucking customer service guy hounding me because he doesn't have it in the store anymore. Hey, try finding one on eBay. I'd rather you kick me in the nuts and tell me to get the fuck out of the store rather than me going all the way onto eBay looking for a Wii U that's going to cost me $3,000. And I think I rest my case on that subject because still, I mean, fuck, it's horrible. It's horrible. Then you got all these video games that, and I mean, you still got mobile games and shit, and you got the BlueStacks mobile emulator on PC, which everybody uses. Well, not everybody uses, but it's, a lot of stuff still goes hard. Like, games like fucking Temple Run. That shit still goes hard. And also, bring back fucking Flappy Bird. I want to be able to play Flappy Bird. Bring back Flappy Bird. Like, my god. Now I need to go fucking find an iPhone 7 that still has Flappy Bird on it. Even though I know somebody's going to be charging a shitload of money for it, I still want to play Flappy Bird. But you don't give me that glory of knowing how far I can get into that fucking game because I don't have the phone needed to play it. I just want to play Flappy Bird. Like, seriously. Why? Why did iPhone have to take away Flappy Bird from us? Flappy Bird was the ultimate pastime back in the 2000s. In the mid 2000s, Flappy Bird was king. And now, it is doomed to be dead forever. We are fucked. And it's like, how? How on God's green earth am I supposed to figure shit out when there ain't no way? When there ain't no way I can figure it out because I can't play Flappy Bird. Otherwise I'm still getting pissed that I can't play Flappy Bird. And it just sucks. A lot of shit just sucks these days. I can't take it. Half of the time, I just want to sit there and I just want to wait until the day I die because I miss a lot of shit. I was born in 2005 and I was able to experience. I, when I played Skate 2 for the first time, I fell in love with the game. And then I played Skate 3 and I was like, wow. Alright, I'm loving this game. I love this game. You know. Let me play this for about 5 more hours. Let Jack Black make a song about not playing this. Let me shine on Skate 3. Let me shine on Skate 3, alright? Speaking of which, I put a lot of time into one specific game that some people even haven't heard, probably even haven't heard of. It's called Captain America Super Soldier. I have locked a lot of hours into that game. I literally played through it 3 fucking times. I played through Captain America Super Soldier 3 times because I love that game so much. Literally, I return to it just so I can kick Hydra guys in the face. Like, literally, I love that game. In fact, I have it sitting here with a pile of Xbox 360 games right now that I know I will never, ever, ever have a shot at playing on the Xbox 360 again unless I can get a new TV and an HDMI cord. Then we'll talk. Then, and only then, will I be able to ever play Captain America Super Soldier, Skate 3, and Skate 2 again. But other than that, I'm also a big horror movie fan. I watch Halloween 2018 almost every time I can because that's one of my favorite Halloweens. I also watch Halloween Kills a lot. That's a good movie. Halloween Kills is such a fantastic and brutal representation of Michael Myers. Just like Rob Zombie's Halloween, I love the Rob Zombie's Halloween movies. Because, oh my god, are they brutal and are they gruesome? And a few other horror movies I like. I like Scream. I mean, that's exactly why I have this Buck 120 that I drew some lines, the stripes on. Yes, I drew those stripes on. They didn't come on this thing. I had to draw those on, and they look fantastic. They made this thing look, like those stripes made this thing look 20 times better. Otherwise, I'm getting off subject now. Um, well, no, actually, not really. But I love Scream. I love A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors. Probably for the Dawkins song they used in that fucking movie, which is an epic ass song. But otherwise, um, I also like the new Five Nights at Freddy's movie because I'm a huge fan of the classic game itself. I've played it before. Um, if you watched my channel before I deleted a few videos and redid the name and shit just to rebrand and, you know, bring back the classic Devil Devin 360 name, which I had back in 2020. Before in 2021, my sister deleted my channel, which my channel was the only thing I had and still have. I had to start it over because, again, sister deleted it. But I, it was the only thing I had during frickin' lockdown because I didn't want to hang out with my fucking family because they were all just a bunch of nutcases. I wanted to leave my house. I wanted life to return to normal. But because of COVID, we were all fucked. We were all absolutely screwed. And we couldn't see the light. Um, but yeah, look at America now. We're still fucked. We we are still we are still ranking number one in worst country in the world, minus Israel. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, terrorism is a terrible thing, and it's mainly the Israelis. There are a lot of Israeli terrorists who try to attack America, but they fail. They fail miserably. How? How do you keep failing, you goddamn Israeli terrorists? And I ain't talking about all Israelis. I'm only talking about the ones who decide, hey, I want to go try and blow something up in America. Like, my God. Terrorism is just a terrible. And usually it's out of Israel or Pakistan. And there are several parts of that I would agree with, but one of them just ain't in the book right now. Oh, man. It's like, dude, can't you ever just get off my back? Let me live my life. Let me tell your mother how I feel about last night. I'm sorry. But otherwise, it's like, America sucks. You know, sometimes I just want to move out of this country. I know maybe another state would at least be semi-normal. I would just never move to the South. I support Trump. I support Trump. I also support Trump. Nobody cares about your fucking Southern opinion. Only thing I care about is people who support Obama. I mean, besides Obamacare, Obama was the best president we ever had in the White House. I don't give a good goddamn what anybody else thinks. I seriously don't. Got that Justin Bieber hairstyle going on. Baby. No. Anyway, but yeah, it's like, god damn, man. Let us Americans be alone. Don't ruin my day. Alright? Don't ruin my day. Just don't. Or else it might not work out in your favor if you ruin my day. Because I could give a shit less what you do. Just don't ruin my day. Because I got a lot of shit I want to do. And you ruining my day is the last thing I need. Like, seriously. You ruining my day is like not the last thing I'm worried about, nor will it ever be the first thing I'm worried about. If you ruin my day, there is a possibility you'll piss me off so bad that I'll destroy the windows of your fucking car. But, that's not my decision to make whether I destroy the windows of your fucking car or not. It's your decision whether or not you want to piss me off that bad. Just like Elon Musk. Elon Musk just pisses me off. He stole Twitter from us. He stole Twitter. That's why I have never once thought about using Twitter. Or X, as it is now called. I have never thought about using Twitter or X once. The only thing that I've ever thought about is saying, Elon Musk, give Twitter back to Mark Zuckerberg. I bet you sucked Mark Zuckerberg's dick just to get Twitter. I bet that's what happened. I bet just to get Twitter, you were on your knees zucking his dick. Oh my god. But why, Elon? Why did you have to take Twitter? Twitter is for Americans who just want something, who just want to go see something to fucking talk about. You took Twitter. You took Twitter from the youth. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, most YouTubers now don't use Twitter because it was taken away from us. Nobody uses fucking Twitter. Am I surprised about that? Absolutely not. Do I think it's kind of fucking dumb? Yeah, I do. Do I think people just need to pull their heads out of their asses? Yeah, I do. Does this episode have an end? Yeah, it does. But we ain't there yet. But, like, seriously, man. Everything is just a fucking nightmare these days that we're just. Every day we're living a nightmare. Every day. Every goddamn day. We are living a nightmare. We are in hell. Everybody says there's a hell and there's a heaven. Well, call it hell, call it heaven. The earth is hell and we're living in it. But otherwise. It's like, man, just, you know, let me have a day where I could just chill on my couch, right? Where I could just chill on my couch and not have to worry about political shit coming up. And, all right, you know what? We thought Biden was going to be the better president. We thought once Biden got into the White House, he was gonna cover up Trump's mistakes and bring America back to the way it was. But nope, he just fucked it up even more than it already was. He he possibly took America. What he did was this. After getting into the White House, he went right into that bathroom, reached into the toilet, pulled out that turd that Trump shat out right before his impeachment, and formed it back into what he tried to form it using his fucking imagination. But how are you supposed to use dementia to form America? You're not. You're not supposed to use dementia to form America. The only thing you're wondering, Biden, is, oh, did I shit today? Oh, yep, I did. Then your nurse walks in. By Mr. President, do you need your diaper changed? Oh, yes, Nurse Celia, thank you. And I've said this in a few episodes already, but again, this is meant for comedy purposes. I don't mean any of the shit I'm saying right now. Except for most of the shit about traffic. And video game consoles. And Flappy Bird. But those are really the only three categories that I really meant anything in. But these political categories, I don't mean anything that I'm saying in them. Except for some of the shit about Biden that when he pulled Trump's shit out of that fucking toilet, he he just decided America was gonna go down the tubes again. And you know what? I'd rather go to Vegas and die of heat stroke than live in America any longer. But anyway, yeah, it's just how fucked up America is these days, and we're having to live in it. We can't make our own decisions anymore. Fucking the simulation is playing ping pong with our brains. No, I'm just kidding, but you know. It's like, god damn, man, just leave us alone. Let us be the America we want to be. Let us let us be the America that we are trying to succeed in being. And don't shove our beliefs back up our asses because you think it's okay to do so. Do not shove our beliefs back up our asses. God damn, man. Just, give us a break. Give us Americans a break. Vote me for president. No, I'm just kidding. Otherwise, it's gone. Let us try. You know what? Let us try to strive to be the Americans we should be. Don't shut us down with big business and other fucking things that you want to try and shut us down with because your brain thinks it's okay, Biden. Because your dementia-ridden mind. Oh, I forgot. Am I still the president? Yes, you are, Mr. Biden. Thank you, Secretary. The fuck is your name again? Oh, oh man. I'm just coming up with any of the jokes off the top of my head right now. Anyway, you know, Elon Musk fucks everything up. The president fucks everything up. The only good part about America that I can see these days is nothing. But, you know, here's something funny. Why would I go to McDonald's? Do I spend $40? Or why when my family goes to McDonald's, we spend $40 getting 4 fucking meals, fucking but we can go to fucking Carl's Jr. and spend only 16.12 getting 4 meals. Explain that to me. Explain how in the explain how in the fuck I can spend 16.10 at Carl's Jr., but at fucking McDonald's I gotta spend a fortune to just get a meal, to just get a Big Mac, a quarter pounder, and a fucking McChicken. Like my god. I'd rather you just hand me a turd on a plate and say, "Here, eat this and die." That's what I'd rather you say. I mean, Burger King, I don't know how expensive Burger King is actually, but I bet Burger King is a lot cheaper than fucking McDonald's is. I can go to Burger King and get a Whopper meal and only spend about 20 bucks, which isn't half bad as McDonald's. I could order a meal for my whole family at fucking Burger King and still spend about like what, 30 but $30? But McDonald's was making me spend $50 on a chicken sandwich, a cheeseburger, and a fucking Happy Meal. Oh my god. And there and here comes Ronald McDonald about to fuck you up the ass with his prices. Because it's not worth it when you're at McDonald's. Ba da ba ba ba. Oh jeez. This has been a fun episode though. This has been a fun episode so far. Um, but yeah, goddamn, you know, poverty. It sucks. It sucks the biggest dick this side of the Mississippi River. And I don't know why I put so much emphasis on the D, but I, but I did. Oh my God, somebody's gonna clip that. But my God, let us live our life. Let us sit there being the Americans we want to be, and keep enforcing the law, keep doing whatever it is you're gonna do, but still, let us be productive American citizens. You fucking prick in the White House. I'm just kidding, but still, it's about time. It's about time we speak up for ourselves, America. It's about time. But anyway, it's like that Karen. Well, no, I'm not gonna make a comparison to Karen in a drive-through. I'm just gonna talk about Karens in drive-throughs because I go through the drive-through at KFC to get my fucking $5 fill up, and you're complaining to me that I'm taking too long to order when it only took me 10 minutes to order my $5 fill up. Not even that, it only took me 5 minutes. So shut up, bitch. I'm just trying to order my fucking $5 fill up and move on with my day. Although you're sitting there bitching because you can't order your food, and yet I bet you're shit faced drunk, and that's the only reason you're at a fucking KFC in the first place. But otherwise, it's fuck it. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Turn away and slam the door. Here I sit, and here I rant. Fuck it all. Fuck it all. Anyway, now we're getting some music in the podcast now. But otherwise, yeah, America in general is just a fucking shit fest full of. And you know what's worse? Los Angeles and Vegas. Drug addicts, Hells Angels, drug addicts, biker gangs, fucking weed. Not weed. Weed's not bad. Fucking, you know, California. California. Some places in California are cool. Other places just suck, like Los Angeles. But my favorite basketball team is the Lakers, so I can't really be making too much fun of Los Angeles. Because at least that's the one good thing about Los Angeles. The other stuff you can just toss out the fucking window right now. Because there is nothing else that's good about Los Angeles. But yeah, it's it's it just sucks, man. It sucks. It suckity suckity sucks. And I mean, I can't with America no more. I can't. I can't in good conscience sit here and think America is my fucking home. America should be my fucking happy place. No. I'm just thinking I should pull the pin on a hand grenade and shove it up my ass. That's basically what Biden did. He pulled a hand grenade and shoved all the bad parts of America up our asses. Seriously. It's a fucking nightmare. Like, my god. You can't even go to the grocery store and have a good time. Can't even be on an airplane without hearing a child screaming. Say, hey lady. And just not want to yell, hey lady, could you shut your fucking kid up? I'm trying to watch my in-flight movie. And you're lucky if that in-flight movie is The Incredible Hulk. But yeah, I'm trying to watch my in-flight movie. Would you shut your goddamn kid up for 15 minutes so I can actually enjoy my goddamn flight? But it's like, God, man, just let me enjoy my fucking flight for about 2 hours, and then I'll leave you the fuck alone. But no, your kid's just gonna keep going. Ah! Ah! While I'm just trying to sit there and relax, and then I get up because I'm pissed off, and I'm like, bitch, I already told you, shut your fucking kid up before I open up that door and toss your kid out the door while we're in midair. Oh man, just I feel like a dick just for saying that. But I already told you to shut your kid up 4 fucking times. If you're not gonna do it, then just let me smack him. Just let me go. Just let me go. Just a little more. You know, just let me smack your fucking kid. And if you're not gonna shut it up, I'll shut it up for you. Uh, oh man, it's funny though. Fucking hilarious. Oh man, America's a nightmare. We're all fucked. America's a nightmare. We're all fucked. Hey, 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 hey. Giddy, giddy, gada, gada. Oh, America was fucked a long time ago. Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? I came from Spain. Oh wait, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? I just came from Mexico. How? How? Oh, man. And I'm afraid of myself. I'm afraid of where America's heading. America just went down. I'm afraid of where everything is heading. I am afraid that America went down the shitter. I am afraid that my fucking life is over. I am afraid that I can't have a good day. I am afraid that every time I walk out my front door, some guy is gonna piss me off. Oh man, just do this. Just shoot me right in the fucking leg. Just go ahead and do that, and let me just sit there with a bullet in my leg and think about my life choices. Just let me do that. Just let me do that. Let me think about my fucking life choices with a bullet in my leg while I'm trying not to desperately cry out for help. I know I will anyway, but there ain't no stopping now. Yes, if you're wondering, this podcast is hosted by an autistic man. An autistic man who also has ADHD. Oh, something shiny. No, but I seriously have ADHD. I just figured I'd make a joke about it. I also have Tourette's. Fuck! No, I'm just kidding. Not that kind of Tourette's. I make weird movements all the time. If you've seen in this episode, I rubbed my forehead a couple times. That's my Tourette's. Yeah, it's just ADHD, autism, Tourette's, what have you. My brain is fucked up. That's the only way I can explain it. My brain is fucked up. That wasn't my tick. It was just a fucking straightening my hair. You know what I mean? Trying to look sexy for the camera. But still, you know, I don't struggle with it. I enjoy it. Uh, Although I will let you in on a little secret. Having autism and ADHD and Tourette's at the same time fucking sucks. It seriously does. I cannot take it. I cannot take it. I cannot take having fucking ADHD and autism at the same damn time. Even though I try. Even though I try, I just can't. I just can't. Oh man. This has been a fun episode though. You know, this has been a real fun episode. I'm enjoying talking to you guys on this podcast. There's going to be more episodes to come, and it's going to be fun. This podcast is my favorite thing ever. Soon, though, we will have a co-host. Once I definitely get a new computer, we will have a co-host, and it'll be a fucking amazing trip for me, the co-host, everyone. And yeah, but it's the only thing that relieves my stress is when I'm either recording a video or something, putting it out on YouTube, or you know, having fun talking to my friends on the phone because it's not like I have better shit to do. I don't want to go outside because it's too fucking hot. Right now it's 91 degrees. Yeah, fuck that. I ain't going outside. If you think I'm gonna go outside, well then you must be high. You must have just snorted some fentanyl if you think I'm going outside. Well, I just fucking smoked a lot of pot if you think I'm going outside, but yeah, if you think I'm stepping outside in this kind of heat, you're a fucking insane person. I wouldn't step out in this heat if Dwayne The Rock Johnson coaxed me into it. I wouldn't step out in this fucking heat if Rocky Balboa punched me in the fucking nutsack. But anyway, that's probably going to do it for this episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know by leaving a big fat like, subscribing to the YouTube channel, and following the podcast on Spotify so you get updates about our episodes. And by the way, I will now only be doing the podcast once a month. So yeah, once a month, once a month, there will be a new episode coming out of the Devil's Hour podcast episode. So I will see you on July 29th. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you have an awesome day. This was definitely a fun episode, and yeah. If you have any questions about it, please feel free. I will leave a Q&A after this episode. So feel free to ask your questions, and I will answer them. So see you, little demons, in the next episode of the Devil's Hour Talk Show.